Hello and welcome to High Schools That Work Spotlight, a show that focuses on how to be successful by interviewing staff and students and sharing strategies and tips to become more successful in life, in school, and outside of school after graduation. I'm your host, Sam Griffin, and let's get to it. Hello, welcome to High Schools That Work Spotlight, Episode 5. And I'm very proud to have Seth Morolt and Michael Wilddraw here, two of my students. And both of them are sworn in the military. Seth, you're in the Marines, and Michael, you're in the Navy. And this is a humongous commitment, and I thought, it would be great to interview you and get your perspective on why you made these decisions and everything. So I got some questions for you. We'll start with you, Michael. Why did you choose Navy, and how long do you see yourself staying in the Navy, and what is your plan there?
All right, well, I chose Navy because I've had my great-grandpa and my grandpa Wildrout both was in the Navy, and pretty much every male in my family has been some type of military, and my grandpa was a cop, so all growing up I wanted to do something where I was making a difference out in the world, and I just thought what better than join the military and actually do something where I'm a part of a team and team-oriented.
And how long are you planning on staying in?
I plan on staying into the Navy. I'm going to make a career out of it as long as possible. Hopefully nothing wrong happens, but the Navy has some good benefits to where, like, say, if I got hurt, I can always be an instructor somewhere and something, doing something where I'm still in the Navy. And
Seth, you are... I hear Marine talk every class, and I enjoy that. And you are so excited about it. Could you talk a little bit about why you chose Marines and that kind of thing?
Well, just like Michael said, every Morolt in my family served in the military. The way I looked at it is, I could either be the the second Morolt to be in the Navy, the fourth Morolt to be in the Army, or I could be the first Morolt to be in the Marines. So I was like, well, I'm going to try something new that no one's done in my family before. So that's why I chose the Marines. And to me, it's just more than a paycheck. It's a sense of belonging, pride for my country, helping people in other places, and actually going out there and making a difference that I can physically see.
Did you take any flack from that? I mean, if you have 4 people from the Morolt Navy, you got to be getting...
Oh, yeah. I hear a bunch of it from all them running on the Marines and stuff like that. But they're still proud that I'm doing it and want to see me do what I want to do and that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah. You're an upstanding guy, Seth. I have you. You're on the Griffin twice-a-day plan, both of you, for math and science. But let's talk leadership for a minute. That's what this show is centered around. What does leadership mean to you?
Leadership to me is someone that takes charge, someone that wants to voice their opinion, someone who weighs all opinions before making a choice. They just don't say what's in their mind and make one decision.
Right.
They look at every possible way and they choose the best way they can possibly see to do it, and then they get other people motivated to do that thing. That is what leadership is to me.
Michael, I think what he touched on there is leaders listen, right? Do you have anything to add to that? What does leadership mean to you?
Leadership, I think if you're going to be a leader, you need to be someone who's going to lead by example. Like, you just can't be just going on doing whatever you want and just think that people are going to follow you. Like, you need to have, like, that trustworthy feeling, because no matter what you're doing, if you're in the military or if you're in college or if you're just in the workforce, you have to have, like, reliability, and so that people know that they can trust you and follow you. Because if you don't have, like, if someone can't trust you, they're not going to follow you for anything.
That's right.
And it doesn't matter if you're a leader. They're going to do their own thing.
100% agree. Let's talk Mideast for a minute. How was your Mideast experience?
My Mideast experience it's been pretty good. I wasn't really happy with my homeschool, not because really the kids. I love all my seniors that I left behind. I still talk to all of them, but I just didn't like it there. Didn't fit in with the teachers, so I came up here, and I feel like it was a better choice for me, academically wise.
And Seth, what about you? Mideast experience.
My My experience has been good. One thing that I like is how you can come here and you can learn a trade. You know, it's better than being in your home school just learning school stuff. And I don't know, really, it's just been good all around, I think.
Okay. Now, time for the silly parts. Seth, we'll go back to you for a minute. I have to know favorite superpower, if you could have one. I've asked so many people this.
Probably for me, flying.
Flying.
Flying, definitely.
And why?
Just because you can get from point A to point B a lot faster.
Mike, what about you?
Super strength. That would be mine.
Super strength.
Yeah, I would go super strength, and I'd just jump if I had to go somewhere fast.
Yeah. Spider-Man versus Iron Man. Who wins? Who wins that?
Oh, you just threw in like my top two.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I'd have to go Spidey. Spidey would mess up Iron Man.
Okay. Seth, what is now? I hesitate to ask this question, but what is, because I know you're going to give me a big answer to this. What is your pet peeve?
My pet peeve, really, my worst thing that I hate more than anything else in the world is someone just, like, you're working with someone and they know that if they mess something up, it makes you mad, and then them just messing it up on purpose. Like, in lab, all the time, people chopping stuff up, and then I got to go back and fix it, and it just drives me insane.
You know, you guys, you know, with the way technology works today, these YouTube videos don't go away unless I physically take them off or we do something inappropriate. So you could actually have 5 years of your life pass, come back, get on a computer, and look at what your answers were 5 years ago. What advice would you give yourself, Seth?
From 5 years later?
Yeah, like what advice would you give your future self?
Really, just stay who you are, you know. No matter how you succeed in life, don't change who you are. You know, I'd still want to make sure that I stay, you know, hang around local, around Crooksville, you know, talk to my friends, you know. Mainly just remember where I came from and not change from that is what I'd tell myself to make sure I did.
Okay. Mike, what about you? This is your opportunity to look at yourself in the past. What would you say?
My answer would have to go along as the lines of pretty much what Seth brought up, not changing anything who I am. Remember what my roots were growing up and stuff. Yeah, like just be who I am and try not to get caught up in everything.
You guys are on this. You're both seniors too. On a scale of 1 to 10, Mike, how are you scared at all?
Actually, I'm excited. I'm ready to go out and experience the world.
That's good. That's a good answer. I think it's a mixture of sadness, excited, and scared. I think if you don't have all three of those things, then you're not doing it right. Seth, what about you?
For me,
is it scary? A little bit.
The part that I hate about it is I'm not going to be around my friends all the time. Like here at school, I see all my friends every day. Out in the real world, you hardly ever talk to your friends anymore. Like I can see from my brother, he used to hang out with all of his guys. Now they barely ever hang out. They all got full-time jobs. Some of them got kids. So that's the main thing that I'm going to miss is being around all my friends all the time.
And I think, well, with you guys going away and stuff, that's one thing. But a lot of people will graduate high school, live right next to each other, and never hang out anymore. And I think that I have had the blessing of hanging out with the same people since my high school, and I've been out since 1989, and we regularly get together, and that's because we work at it. You two are on a launching pad right now. Okay, this is my Jerry Springer final thought here. And this is super important. The next few months are huge for you. And I really think that, making correct decisions every day is what this is all about. And I think if you guys do that, you can do anything you want. I wish you guys the best of luck. And do you have any final thoughts?
No, not.
Michael, any final thoughts?
No, just thanks for having me on here.
You're welcome. All right. That was the bell. So High School's the Work Spotlight 5. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon.